choosing a piece of vinyl to give to Paul Stanley was actually easier than you would imagine. Because, so Paul and I, I think we mentioned, we're kind of new friends. We became friendly during the pandemic. And so we, as new friends, we're still learning stuff about each other. And just like people do when they're getting to know each other, what do you talk about? You talk about your favorite movies and your favorite books and your favorite music. And so Paul and I are sharing that with each other over this last couple of years of becoming friends. And we found that we had, among the many other things we have in common, we have a love for a guy named John Farnham. John Farnham is massively famous in Australia, his home country. He's the most successful artist in Australian history. They just did a study recently that said that 1 out of 3 Australians owns a John Farnham record. That's crazy. He's not only famous, but John Farnham is maybe the greatest singer I ever heard. I mean, I've said for a long time that Sam Cooke's the greatest singer who ever lived, but John Farnham is the greatest singer alive. I'm such a massive fan of John Farnham, and not very many Americans know who he is. So imagine my surprise when one day we were talking and he mentioned John Farnham. So we went down a whole John Farnham love fest on the phone. I've worked with John. I've known John for a long time. And so I decided to give Paul a vinyl copy of Whispering Jack, which was the album that really launched John into massive superstardom in Australia. And it's still a great record from the 80s. So I know Paul was really happy to get that.